go.
What is up, guys? Arolf here, back again with another video. Today we'll be taking a look at the Marvel Legends series 12-inch Spider-Man, so let's get to it. Now, to give you a size comparison of the box, it's exactly the same height as this Hot Toys box, same width, but the thickness is a little bit different. Alright, so taking a look around the box here, now you can see that they use this nice foil wrap around the whole box, and the Spider-Man logo is embossed on the side here, which is really nice. And as you can see when I'm moving the box, you can see the colors changing, kind of going through a rainbow effect here, which is really nice and premium for this Marvel Legends figure. Now on the top, he has an embossed Marvel logo. Now on the front here, he has a nice silver trimming that goes around the whole box, the window box, and it's still wrapped in that nice color shifting foil material. Now on the side here, you get a nice picture of Spider-Man here. It says here, pose requires hand support, with the Marvel Legends logo at the bottom. Now on the back, there is Spider-Man with his whipping hands. It says Marvel Legends series here on the top right hand corner. On the bottom left hand corner, you got some text that reads, some poses may require additional support, and it shows 4 pictures of Spider-Man's whipping hands, him putting on the mask, him wall crawling, and his toe articulation. Now on the other side, you get a nice picture of Peter Parker, unmasked Spider-Man. On the bottom, same thing, Marvel Legends logo. Alright, so let's get this guy out of packaging. Alright, so taking a look at Spider-Man's accessories first. In total, he has 3 heads and 3 pairs of hands, which are the fisted hands, the whipping hands, and the wall crawling hands. Alright, so taking a look at the heads here first up close, you can see they have a nice paint job on the webbing here. It's really nice and clean. It's not sculpted or indented, it's just painted on there, which makes it for a clean looking webbing. And the eyes here, I don't know if you could see that, but let me try to get a light closer here. And he has this nice pearlescent look going on in the eyes here. Same with this regular head sculpt, which I'll show later on in the review. Taking a look at the Peter Parker head sculpt. Really nice head sculpt. There's something weird with his face. I don't know if it's his eyes. Probably his eyes are kind of spread a little far apart, but you could tell me in the comments below. But what I liked is the nice sculpt and the nice painting and the sculpt in general. Alright, so taking a look at the fist here. Really just basic fist. There's nothing really special. Same webbing. And I really like the sculpt. You could see the veins there. I don't know if I can shine it, but you can see the veins. Really nice fist. For his whipping hands here, same thing. Nice sculpt on the hands. You see there's little wrinkly parts right there. And last but not least are the wall crawling hands. Oh, these are really cool. Nicely painted. And yeah. Alright, so showing you guys how easy it is just to take off and attach one of these hands. It's really a breeze, and it's really nicely secure, even though it's easy to get out. And you can see right there. Really easy. Alright, so here's one of the poses that I got. I used the half-masked Spider-Man here. Try to mimic what the box did by using his fist. Kind of looks like he's pulling down his mask. So yeah, I thought it was a cool pose, but let me know what you think. Alright, so I'm just doing a quick size comparison between the Civil War Spider-Man, the 12-inch Spider-Man, and the humongous 18-inch Spider-Man. You can see the differences there. It would have been nice if Spider-Man came with a mask, like a mask for him to hold, because I just think this figure is amazing. For wall crawling poses, you shouldn't have a problem, because with these hands, it looks super dope. Alright, so taking a closer look at Spider-Man here, starting off with the head sculpt. Like I said before, He has a nice pearlescent white in his eyes, which is really a nice touch for this Marvel Legends figure. And the head shape is perfect. The webbing throughout the figure is clean, and I really like how they added some nice stretching to the suit to give it more a realistic feel. I'm going on to the front here. Everything is painted on really nicely. Now on the side, it kind of gets a little messy here, which is kind of unfortunate. But yeah, the spider logo on the back, nice and clean. I think this is one separate piece, which is really cool. On the other side of the arm, the right arm, it's cleaner than the left. You can see right there. There's some paint splotches. The abdomen, I like how the suit here is nice and ripped, really stretched out. On the back, nothing special. You can see there's a little more stretching right there from the costume. For his calves right here, they sculpted the calves really nicely. And on the bottom, he does have peg holes and has some little stamps there that says he's made in China. And yeah, that's the close-up of Spider-Man. And what's really cool with this Spider-Man figure is that they also painted his web shooters, so individually painted silver web shooters. I wish they had webbing that came out, but that's asking for too much now. Now taking a look closer at the inner webbing here, you can see how there's like little plus marks right there. One right here and one up there. I don't know, it's kind of weird. The webbing's kind of off right here, but that's okay. Now if I bend this all the way back, you can see they almost painted all the way, but they just missed it by a smidge. That's okay. For the joint on his waist, you can see how they painted the spider logo all the way through, which is really nice. But when I'm posing him, when I'm using this joint right here, I don't like how it kind of makes an imperfection on how the suit goes. You can see there's like this one big huge gap right there. But that's okay, but as long as there's articulation, fine by me. Alright, for Spider-Man's articulation here, starting off with the head, he has a ball hinge head, so it does rotate all the way around. It goes up that far, down that much, and he does kind of pivot side to side. Now showing off the joint here, it's basically a ball and a hinge, which is on a ratchet right here. For his arms, they do rotate all the way around. They go out that far, if you want to do a whipping pose. He has shoulder joints or armpit joints which go back this far and forward that much. He has full rotation at the bicep, double jointed elbows, which does not bend all the way, but this is fine by me. His wrist here, they do rotate all the way around. If you want, you can get him into a whipping pose like so. Now his chest here, his upper chest, is on a ball joint, I think, so it does rotate all the way around, which is kind of stiff. It does bend that far forward and back that much. Goes side to side, so if you want, this is how far you can go to this side, and this is how far you can go to that side. Now his second joint, I think it's in his abdomen area or his waist area, which gives him an extra bend like so. That's the bend, like right there, and with the chest bend, that's how far he can bend forward. Same thing, this is how far he can bend back with that waist joint, and with his chest joint, this is how far he can go all the way back, which is really cool. Now for his legs here, they do kick forward all the way. If you want a Spider-Man to kick someone, really good. Not back that much because it's hindered by his butt. They do go out a fair bit. I wish he did the splits, and every reviewer wants any Spider-Man figure to do the splits to get those dynamic poses, but unfortunately this 12-inch figure does not. He has a upper thigh swivel which rotates all the way around. He has double jointed knees which are really nice and stiff for great dynamic poses. Now this is new on a Spider-Man figure for Hasbro. Also, he has rotation at the calf right here, which rotates all the way around. His feet point down all the way and up quite a bit. He has the ankle pivot or rocker, and this is new for a Hasbro figure. He has a toe joint, which can go up and down, which adds a bit of dynamic, adds a little bit of a dynamic look when you're posing this guy. So far, great articulation, no problems with this figure. Just like I said, for the articulation, his legs need to go a little bit further. That's the only thing that will change about this figure. Unlike the leg articulation, his sculpt, his webbing is perfectly fine. I wouldn't care if they added sculpting or have indented webbing. It's just the leg articulation is such an issue with this figure. Alright, now one problem that I have with this figure other than the leg articulation is how the paint is way off. Now looking at this guy right here, you could see how the plastic right here on his shoulder area is way brighter than the one here, because I think that they use a blue plastic other than this red plastic, and I think they try to match it as closely as possible to this plastic, and that's why you got this kind of weird ratio, like light to dark ratio or dark to light ratio right there. But I think other than this little minor detail, the figure is still fine by me. From the other reviews that I saw, if you take a look at the elbow joint right there, the tabs that they use to attach the arms here are both red. I don't know if this is just my figure, but I've seen them on many figures. Well, the person that has the blue tabs is Shartimus Prime. I don't know if you've seen his review, you probably have. But his figure does have these blue tabs in there, but unfortunately mine has the red tabs, which is kind of unfortunate. For a gallery of the Spider-Man figure, click the link down there in the description box to view all the pictures. All in all, this Spider-Man figure is great. The amount of accessories that this guy has is overwhelming, and the articulation is okay. I wish that the leg joints moved a little bit farther. That's my only one gripe. Other than that, the paint on the arm right here, I wish that was separate plastic, so the suit looks a little bit better. It's kind of weird on the arm area, but other than that, the Spider-Man is great. If you can find him right now at your local retail store, I believe they're selling him for $50, so go out and get it now. This is the classic Spider-Man look, and I highly recommend it to all ages and collectors out there. So yeah, that is it guys. Arolf Mora signing out. Peace.